enter your choice for before October the 9th. The 3 nominees with the most nominations will move on to the next round. Finalists in each and every category will be announced Wednesday, October 11th, live on the Diamond K Morning Show and BaltimoreMusicAwards.com. So make sure y'all stay tuned in that joint, y'all. So we had the heat of the week, yo. What's up? What's up?
I like all those songs. Yeah,
big shout out to my man Fat Eric. You know what I mean? He had the Moonwalk joint. That was one of the joints. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Alex Michael, who had the Party joint. And big shout out to Rico Reed. He had that Bigger Bag joint. How y'all feel about that Bigger Bag joint?
I like Rico Reed. Shit.
Yeah, shout out to Rico Reed. We've been fucking with you for a minute, son, man, for real. You need to call in and holler at us. Big shout out to, you know what I mean, my man Alex Michael. Shorty was dope. He was at the event you hosted last Saturday. You know
which one was that? It was so
That's
many.
The Party. The Party joint.
Okay,
that shit was litty, right?
Okay.
Niggas fuck with that shit. It was crazy, man. Shout out to the Party, you know what I mean? Shout out to, you know what I mean, Alex Michael. And big shout out to Fat Eric, who was at the Troy Ave event.
Yeah, he did a good job.
See, once again, your network is your net worth. Holla at us. You feel me? You do the talking, you know what I mean? Come through, we put it together. It's Intune Radio, man. But, you know, we had a little hiccup tonight, but we're going to keep the show rolling, right? We got my man Knox, who was just in the building with us.
Yeah,
right?
we'll have him come back on.
Shout out to Knox. We're going to have Knox come back through. What's up, though? What's up, man? How y'all feeling today, man? What's up?
Feeling good.
I'm doing all the talking and shit. You know, that's rare. What's
rare.
up? I miss my sis, though. She the fucking best. Big shout out to my motherfucking girl, Alicia Lee, the truth, man. Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram, man. We get shit popping, man.
And where can they find the show?
Where can they find it? You can find it at www.radioonfire.com. You can tune in to Intune Radio each and every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Big shout out to my man Diamond K.
Our Instagram?
Yeah.
No, our Instagram.
Instagram?
Give the Instagram.
I'm good, yo. You can find our Instagram at IN_TUNE_radio on Gmail. I mean, my bad, on Instagram. You know what I mean? Fuck with us, man. And send that music at 3intuneradio@gmail.com. If you want your music played on next week's Heat of the Week. You feel me? Fuck.
Yeah, so since we talking about that, when you send in submissions and things like that and interview requests, send it to the email, as he said, 3intuneradio@gmail.com. Please do not send me DMs. I'm sorry. I don't read them, so
DMs are usually flooded too.
Like, so. I'm just tired of people, like, I see my DMs and I see like a couple lines and it say like interview, and I'm thinking in my head like, I'm not reading it. Like, just send it to the email. We answer our emails. It's not like we ignore them. We answer all our emails. So please send them in to the email.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the Baltimore artists, DMV artists. We out here, man. What's up, T? What you got on your mind? I'm man, but it's good, man. We Gucci, man. We do what we do, man.
Yeah. Well, why don't we get back to, we were talking to who did Rick bring?
Yo, my man Knox. Big shout out to Knox. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring him back and do what we do. You feel me? Big shout out to my TGR peoples, man. Make sure y'all holler at us at 8, man, for real. But Knox, come here, baby. Let's get it popping, yo. You sit right here. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Big shout out to Knox, yo. So yeah, man, Knox, you brought some music here though, right?
Yeah, so I did bring some music. Right now we got that the Dutch Capital Tory Lanez joint Walk Away. That was actually a real crucial record. Like, the funny thing is, me and Dutch actually recorded it before it got to Tory. You know what I mean? Then he took it to New York and played it to Tory, and then Tory was like, "Oh, I gotta do it on that." Yeah, and that's how it all worked out, which is pretty awesome. And the thing about it is even with the Jazzy Faye connection, where it's ironic that I'm here, you know what I'm saying, in this type of DMV area, Baltimore station, and the dude that put me on the Jazzy was actually from Baltimore. If you're ever familiar with Nummy, he used to work with 100 Grand Man.
Yeah, shout out to me, man. I fuck with
him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he was the one, like, he had the Jazzy Faye connection, and I was just working a regular job at that time, still stroke, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The next thing you know, he goes, "Yo, Jazzy Faye about to hit you," and I'm like, word? You know what I'm saying?
How was that like working with him? I've seen him like on like low reality shows working. He seemed cool, but how was it working with him?
Yo, now that's what I was saying. This is something alluding to how producers, like big producers, make their beats now. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of other influences. So when I first started working with Jazzy, you know, he invited me to the studio, and when I went there, it was about 5 other people. It might have been somebody that does the lyrics, somebody that's playing guitar, another person who also is a producer. And basically Jazzy was like, "Yo, all right, so we got to create," for example, we did a record with Billy Blue. He goes, "Yeah, all right, so we got a record for Billy Blue from Flow Rider Records, blah, blah, blah. All right, so you do this, I'm about to go get a donut right quick." But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of how it was. He can make beats, but I'm saying that's pretty much how it was. But I developed a relationship with him where it's more like I'm the right hand man, though. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was treated differently than just the other works of art that was in there.
I got a question though. Like when you look at like DJ Khaled, right? He's a producer, and he has these albums, and he's not saying nothing but a bunch of ad-libs, you know, like, so when you think of DJ Khaled, what do you think of? Like, do you think somebody's basically like doing all this for him and he just got that mindset of knowing how to push it? Or is it him really making and putting this music together?
I'm going to give you a simple point before I go into that. When I hear DJ Khaled, it's like, what did he really contribute to the record?
Right.
Other than the artists and producers that worked on it, and songwriters, you know what I mean?
Right.
In that world, it's like, yeah, it's like Khaled. But that's really where the art is, though. Like, he is still a producer. It's not like he's not.
Yeah. I'm not trying to take anything from him, but just over the years, I've always wondered, like, I've never seen him making a beat where, like, I've seen him do it. Right. I've seen Swiss Beats sit there and like really make a beat. I've seen Timbaland, you know, I've seen them do that little producer thing, but I've never seen DJ Khaled do it. And I'm not taking nothing from him. I've seen him, like, he's came a long way over the years. Yeah. But it's like, I just want to know, like, from another producer standpoint, it's like, what is his logic of how he does things?
I put it this way, like, just because you can cook up a beat don't make you a producer. You know what I'm saying? That's just like executive producers. 50 Cent ain't make the whole power joint, but he's the executive producer. And it's really got to look at that from a musical standpoint as well, where just because you can songwrite or make a beat, you're not exactly a producer.
Okay.
A producer is somebody who arranges the record to make it a hit.
Right.
That's why I could say, you know what I'm saying? I respect what he's doing, but you're absolutely correct.
Right.
It's like,
and that's what I think he is. I think he's just like an orchestra. You feel me? Because he like, I think about Wild Thoughts, and who would have thought to take Carlos Santana? That's his name, right? Just making sure. Maria. Make it like to take his song and flip that shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's like. And then you think of who to put. I think that he just has a mindset when he hears certain things, and then he just thinks of, okay, I'm gonna put this together. It'll be called if I put Rihanna on this and Bryson Tiller, and you know what I mean. But I've never seen him really in the studio putting something together.
And this is a fun fact though about that. Beyonce goes down as a co-producer on every song that she does.
Okay.
So you may look at it as, you know, what does she really do other than sing the lyric, you know what I mean? But she really probably had her take in arranging the song.
Right. I mean? Okay, so basically the producer thing is title. It's like, okay,
this was credits.
It's credits. Like giving yourself credit. Like, okay, I had a part in this.
This idea would not have happened if I wasn't DJ Khaled and put the shit together.
Same thing with Puffy and the money. He putting the money up.
Yeah, because he can't rap at all. But you at least heard him on some records. You know, trying to rap. But like you've heard him on records, and like he like for like almost a decade he was the remix king. You feel me? So it was like he was able to orchestrate something together. But
that's the same thing with my situation with Jazzy, where I mean he can't. The difference is he can't make a beat. I've seen that.
Right.
But it's way better when you have 5 heads going on a song than just one. You know, the record becomes that much greater now because he's Jazzy Faye. He's gonna, you know what I mean?
Right. Put the stamp on it. Okay.
Right. But that's why I was able to branch out and build Not Music, which is my production company. Still be able to explain situations like this. I mean, and me and Jazzy still cool to this day. You know what I mean? So it's just, I never burn bridges. It's just excellent relationships, networking, and that's how you really get in the game. I'm pretty sure. Actually, Jazzy even told me a story of how he even got started. Was he signed a 50-song production deal with Cash Money? So he was in that studio. You know what I mean? 50 beats.
Right.
You know what I mean? 50 songs, actually. So he made probably more beats than the songs in the contract.
Right.
But that work and effort, you know what I mean, led him to where he is today. And sometimes you may need other influences, but you know.
But you have done, you know, some work with reality shows, too. You have Basketball Wives, and then you did something with someone from The Real Housewives. Can you tell us a little more about that?
And that's great that you was talking about that, because in the Basketball Wives episode is Kenya Bell that was singing the song called Hate Me. And I got paid. Basically, I mean,
what did you think about her? You can tell the truth.
Now,
you think she was a little crazy?
This is the honest truth. I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? Real with y'all. I didn't even know. Like, I never watched the show.
Okay.
So only thing, basically, let me tell you how it went down. Jazzy called me like before the episode was going to drop. He goes, "Yo, I played some songs to Kenya. You know what I'm saying? She gonna want one of these joints that you did. I'm gonna give you $1,500. Bam." Then he put me on like the royalties and stuff. So I did go down as the producer on that record.
Okay.
Fun fact, it's 4 other writers that went down on that
I like
song.
how you said fun fact.
You know what I mean? And so, but what happened was Jazzy just called me and said, "Yo, it's going, Kenya Bell wants to do the song." And I didn't even know who he was talking about. I'm familiar with the show, yes,
right,
but I was just like, "Kenya Bell, who's that?"
Right.
And then next thing you know, I get a call from my man like, yo, I hear Kenya singing over one of your beats, bro. That's tight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, for real? And then I had to go backtrack. And then it was episodes 5, 11, I think 5, 12. I mean, if you look on Hulu or whatever, season 5, 11 to 12. But on my agreement, I got paid for 8 seconds because on the first episode, she was in the studio with Jazzy.
Okay.
Playing the beat. So I got paid for that. Then she performed it on the next episode. And that's when all the other wives was like, "Oh my God, who's this? Kenny Bell don't even do nothing." You know what I mean?
Right.
They was hating the show.
Right.
But I was like, man, I'm getting paid regardless. Right. You know what I mean? So
it's crazy, like, to
cool.
even, like, the whole putting things together, like, to hear you say certain things as far as, like, putting things together, people just calling people and you get paid for something just playing in the back of a show. Like, I love music, but it's just a lot in the background that music head like myself that love music wouldn't even think about that's in the back of getting paid for. Like, that's crazy. That's definitely crazy.
What's wild is I tell an artist a lot of times, like, placement is everything. Most artists just want to perform their joints, but placement is everything. Movies, 25,000, 50,000, commercials, everything. You feel me? Just a snippet, like Biggie. I just heard Biggie hypnotized in an Oreo commercial. Right. Imagine the check they just got.
Right. Whoever owns that, right? At this point, whoever owns that.
Whoever owns the rights to that situation. Getting the check. They Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Right. So tell me a little bit more about that DMV Borns Lives, Tampa and Orlando now.
All right. So pretty much like what's going on now, you know what I'm saying, in my life is I do technically reside in Florida now, but I travel both to Atlanta and to DC.
So you're all over the place.
Pretty much. I even go to New York, you know what I mean? My next step is going out to LA, and that's when I could really get into that commercial stuff, right? But it's just, it's just a hard grind, you know what I mean? Because you still got family to deal with, you know what I mean? I got grandparents that I'm taking care of, you know what I mean? Things like that. So it's just trying to balance life and still do music.
Right.
But as far as the new records that we got going out and my grind, I love what's going on now, basically, at the point of my life. And it took those experiences that I went through with Jazzy or that I went through even with the Dutch Capital situation. You know what I'm saying? It took those experiences to get to where I'm at now. And I feel like it's just a lot more blessings that's coming.
Right.
So not. Go ahead.
I was going to say, who do you want to work with? Who's like on your wish list? Like artists or producers? Like who would be your dream to work with?
I would say Travis Scott, honestly.
I love him, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I like Travis Scott,
artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know why I can't really get into his music by himself. I liked his one. No, listen, I like the one song. What was it called that he first like really pumped up? I think
Antidote.
I really love Antidote, but you know what? I like Travis Scott on other people's songs.
He's
amazing
for Rihanna. Like
no, that's what I'm saying. Like it seems like when he does other people's shit, like how he did the SZA shit, how he did this shit with DJ Khaled. When he gives other people's songs life.
Yeah.
Right. And I can give you even another example of a songwriter did the same thing, Esther Dean, where it's like she wrote mad hits.
And then
she tried to do her thing.
The girl who was like drop it.
Yeah, and it may not
it
may not have took off as
what did she do? Hold on, wait. What did she
She
wrote for a whole bunch of people.
A lot of people.
That's crazy. I didn't know
one
that.
song with Lil Wayne in it when she was like drop it.
Yeah, that was it. That's all I heard of her.
A whole bunch of people. But that's what I was saying with the Travis Scott situation where I like the fact that he still can sell platinum album, though.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? He's still,
dope.
And he's still that hater or lover polarizing figure,
right?
But when you hear him on another song, or if he produced something for somebody else,
right? It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
I'm trying to lead that same type of example. You know what I mean?
So can we get into that Tory Lanez? Okay, you got that tuned up? You didn't get that? We're gonna make sure we get you. We're gonna make sure we get that to you, man. I thought my man Reach sent it to you. Yeah. But either way though, so what's next, bro? Like what's next?
Man, like I said, next up, really as far as like artists, Artists in the DMV, I have a lot of artists in the DMV that I'm working with. That's kind of been around for a while. I do actually, you know what I'm saying. I know Trail locked up, but that was kind of one of the artists.
Oh, what's up, Free Trail, man?
Yeah, Free Trail.
He showed DMV hella love. He showed Baltimore hella love.
I mean, even all the way back to the Midi East background. Like I was over at Midi East when they were first getting started. And, you know, it was funny because I was in the studio with Trail. Trail go, I know Knock. And I'm like, bro, this is the first time you know, back then.
Right.
Now we've been constantly seeing each other, doing other records, shooting videos, and then it's unfortunate that that happens. So.
Right.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
Yeah, that was one person I'm working with. Of course, Dutch Capital, who we have the song with, you know what I'm saying? That's another artist that I'm really trying to promote. And then as far as that, I also have a person called Young Stoner, if y'all ever get a chance to listen to him. He actually,
that sounds real familiar.
Yeah, he's been out there for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But he also has
what
a
song did he have?
The new joint that we're actually promoting that I actually did produce is called Gas. But I don't know if it's you know, he's pushing it. We're pushing it, I should say. But you know, that's another joint that I produced for him. And you know, but he has a clothing line. You know what I'm saying? YS. And if y'all not familiar with Crank Lucas.
No.
We're not familiar. We gonna get familiar.
Yeah,
with
either way, he was a producer that actually played at the BET Awards.
Okay.
And he actually wore the Young Stoner shirt. You know,
he
has his own clothing line, so that was pretty dope. You know.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I'm really trying to link up with more artists from the DMV area.
That's what's up.
Build my brand up. The latest thing that I did. Have you heard of a show called Claws on TNT?
Yeah.
Karuchi's.
Yeah.
I did the background music for one of those episodes. Episode 6.
Man, let me hold something.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
And that was awesome because a lot of these things. The thing about music is you never know when something's going to happen.
Right.
But you know, it's just like my man called me. This was when I was in Florida, like just a couple months ago. And he goes, "Hey man, we got another one on Claws." I'm like, "Claws? I've never seen it." But this was back in July. You know what I mean? On that.
So how does that work? Like, did they hit you up and say we want the song, or did they find a song and use it and then let you know, like, yeah, we're using the song? Like, how does that work?
Now, this same song that was on Claws was also on HGTV's Flip or Flop.
Oh,
okay.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, I did some with Flip or Flop too.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So basically, in that world, it's like you have a sound library. You know what I'm saying? So that song went to Comcast Sportsnet, went to HGTV Flip or Flop, and got now featured on Claws, which was pretty awesome for just one song. The same thing, but the same thing that
make you feel.
Yeah. Oh,
that's dope.
I love it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I love music. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing.
That's why you seem like you kind of seem like so quiet.
That be the niggas though, yo. That be the niggas, yo.
Right. They be the whole geniuses working up a master plan in their head.
You know what I mean? It's so funny that you mentioned the backgrounds of music. And I'm like, yo, that's what I thrive at. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It really is a lot to the inner workings of that.
Yeah, we can definitely tell.
And that's why artists go through. I'm saying that's why artists go through that drama because. It may not be really real, but it may be. But people who know the background, you know what I mean, can talk about it.
Right.
Okay, my man, did you get that yet? You see, you should have sent that over. You get that? Yeah, that's what it is. So go ahead and introduce this Tory Lanez joint you got.
Oh yeah, you already know. So this is Tory Lanez, Dutch Capital, Walk Away. You know what I'm saying? Produced by Be The Knocker. That's my production name, but you call me Knock. You know what I'm saying? Knock Music. Let's get it.
You heard it first. Intune Radio. Let's go.